later. But Diana, can you tell us a little bit about your project, please?
Yes, so this is, the name of the project is Double Take, and it's largely inspired by the scenery here on Roosevelt Island. I was very much inspired by the fact that it's right here on the East River, also that it's smack in front of what a lot of people might find to be an unseemly ventilation structure. But I took a lot of cues from the actual structure and its sort of severe, extreme horizontality, and incorporated that within my design, as well as the river. I took many photos of the river and incorporated water. So there's a kind of, hopefully, a dialogue between sort of the man-made and the natural world, being the structure and the water. And I also was really inspired by the architecture on the island, like the Queensboro Bridge, Louis Kahn's brilliant FDR Memorial, and lastly but not least, this extraordinary subway here on Roosevelt Island. Again, I think a lot of people probably think it's an eyesore. It's a very unusual subway. It's perhaps one of the deepest subways in the 5 boroughs, and it's clad in this sort of metallic, reflective surfaces, and there's about 3 different escalators going up, so there's a sense that you're coming from the bowels of the earth. And then the first thing you see when you come into the glass enclosed MTA will be my wall, my mosaic that's made from glass mosaic, tile, granite, marble, and I've also designed a gate which is being fabricated right now of aluminum and powder-coated paint. And the gate is also inspired by aspects of the island. It used to be what we wouldn't call it today, an insane asylum on Roosevelt Island, and it was famous for its octagonal staircase. And so the gate that I've constructed echoes that, it is octagonal, and it also echoes the structure of this building. And it also refers to a piece of my own. I'm an artist who works between sculpture, drawing, painting, and photography. And I once made a piece called Speedway that is a 7-foot octagonal structure. So there's a little bit of a self-reference there in terms of my own art.
And you can tell us a little bit how you got involved in the project and how you learned about it in the first place?
Well, I got a phone call, and I was told that I was one of 4 finalists for a project on Roosevelt Island. That's how I heard about it, and I will always remember that call because it was so exciting. You know, it felt like it came out of nowhere, and then I got to meet people from the MTA and also the wonderful Judy Birdie, who's the head of the Historical Society here, and also my manager, Catherine Meehan, who was directing the project. And then I presented, I ended up actually competing with one of my best friends, and so that was a little unusual, but we're rooting for each other. And I presented my design in front of a very large group of artists, MTA, engineers, architects, and then I was fortunate to be awarded the project.
And how long was the project in its entirety? When did you actually start?
Well, I believe I proposed it. My proposal was in 2013, and I was awarded in 20. Oh, okay. And then I was awarded the project in 2014, and then I completed the mosaic component in 2015. But because this is such a complicated site with a ventilating structure, ventilating all the subway cars underneath the water, there has been a long delay on the project.
All right, great. Thank you very much.
Okay.